Welcome back to the Sonali Othit Football Night. As we were discussing the District Cup, which is on this Sunday at Mabley Green, which is kicking off at 10 a.m. Be sure to be there, not to be missed. Now we will continue the discussion with the District Cup. Can I start with Shafiq again?
Yes, brother.
Now, when it comes to districts, a few weeks ago you were representing one of your Upajila.
Yeah.
And when it comes to district, how do you, gel into all this and balance this up?
It's hard to balance because Upajila, you get the low play, you can get low players for Upajila, because the low Upajila team involved. You get a lot of time for preparation, you get a lot of time as well. Especially this year for district, you got very less time to organize.
Yeah.
So to me, I've been managing the league, Mayor's Cup, so many competitions I manage, especially this competition, district and Upajila, something is so highly I rate that. This is something so unique competition. I'm really, pleased and privileged to manage. So I really look forward every year. I was planning to go holiday, but I just changed. Last year I couldn't make it. This year I make sure I was here for that. So
how do you select your teams? What's the system of selecting a team from all the Upajilas of Sunamganj?
Because I'm managing Upajila myself for a team, so for me it's be easy because
you know a lot of all the
players I know. Plus normally we do 3 or 4 sessions, but this year we couldn't. So we did 1 session last week and we go one game tomorrow. So from that we'll decide. So almost say at least 20 players already in my mind who to pick. So another 3, 4 players I have to make sure.
It's 23-man squad, isn't it?
23-man squad. So by tomorrow we'll know 23.
Will you make a final call tomorrow, is it? Or
yeah, final after the game tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, well done. Amdad, same question, like, you are Bani Bazar. So now you are with the district, which is your district is Sylhet now. How do you find this transition from representing Upajila, now you're representing the district?
It's a nice contrast actually, because it's if you look at it in terms of hierarchy, Biani Bazar is obviously my heritage, where I'm from as well, and then I find it an honor that the management of Sylhet district have actually considered me worthy enough to oversee the football aspect of my district. So it's not difficult as a transition because most of the players, you know them, whether they're over 40s, because we're such a tight-knit community, we more or less know everybody. And because I've had a few years in the job now as well, we fine-tuned the system now, whereas before the run-up to the Sylhet District Cup, our WhatsApp group is very, very active. And then maybe a week after that, it's very, very active, and then it goes dormant until this time next year. And then it starts, and then maybe we add a few, and then maybe a few people leave as well. So the system is quite good. All we need to do by then is basically get a few training sessions together. I find it quite good that there's little time. Some managers complain. They say, oh, there's not enough time between the Upazila Cup final and the Sylhet District Cup. I like it because football is fast and furious in our community. And I say to myself, I've got 3 weeks. I'm going to put 2 training sessions, those like Shofbai is doing. I'm going to name the squad on Jumma, and that's it. You go out and do it now. Do the magic. So it's easy.
Just one more thing I'm going to ask you in regards to. We have a lot of suggestions from the community or from these Upajilas, some of the Upajilas, or some of the players who are representing the Upajilas, that Sonali Othit should hold 11-a-side vets. How would you look at that?
11-a-side Upajila.
Yeah, Upajila, yeah.
I would very much favor that. My stance on this would be, I agree 100%. It's the concept, as we're talking about concepts a lot here tonight as well. The concept is absolutely fantastic. It's unique. I would not sacrifice the 8-a-side format at all.
Keeping that
it would be aside to that. But if you do it, I can't see anything but a phenomenal success. The 8-a-side in itself is a huge success. The 11-a-side itself would be a huge success as well. One piece of feedback I would give to the committee as constructive feedback would be, because I'm sure you're probably already considering it already, the consideration to be given to replicate this, starting off with UK, for example. So in the future, we've got we've traditionally held Sonali Othit tournament in London, but we should do a road show where Sonali Othit take this around the country. So maybe Milton Keynes, Birmingham, Coventry, Midlands. So, like I said, the 11-a-side, you're on to a winner, and I fully support it.
Nashbhai, how do you look at that if Sonali Othit was to come up with the 11-a-side one?
I think it depends when you're thinking of actually, if you do consider it, is it going to be
it should be 4 months apart if it does happen.
4 months apart. This is what I was going to say, because you've got the Upazila Cup, then you've got the District Cup, then if you immediately have this one as well, I'm not sure how
will be
everybody's going to react to that and get the best out of it. But I think the best way to move forward with that is probably ask people around the country and say, look, what would you suggest? But I certainly would agree with you and say, yeah, go ahead. Because there are some of the teams we've got, like Sylhet, you've got Sunamganj, they've got so many players there, and they're all left out. They can't play in every...
Yeah, that's one of the things we're considering.
The Upazila Cup.
In the 80 side, all the players get left out.
That's right, yeah.
Personally, I
think that would help.
I personally spoken to Janal by saying, is there any objection with me naming a smaller squad, because we have such a big squad with Biani Bazaar and so many star players, and the ones who are not playing, for example, they're sitting there. 11-a-side are going to be said, right, during the Upazila Cup, you were very, very gobby about being on the pitch. Right, this is your opportunity now. Get out the 11-a-side format and do it. So it would actually engage.
I think this proposal does come again and again. Even myself, I was thinking about it. But one thing does stop us from going forward. It is that we have 15 or 16 teams representing in the Upajilas, but there are a few teams who are struggling. There are a few teams who are struggling for 80-side tournaments, like Borleka, Rajnagar, Habiganj.
Oh, certainly.
To some extent,
Dakshin
Sunamganj, Dirai. Now, if we were to go for the 11-a-side, I think they're going to miss out. And if they do come in, they're going to struggle big time, because they're finding it hard to get 10, 11 players for the 80-side. Now, if you want to play 11-a-side tournament, which will be at least 3 games they have to play in the qualifying group stages, at least 3, it could be 4, could be 5, it depends on the group stages. Now, you need a big squad. And now, 11-a-side, you need at least 23 players to have a start with. That's the thing we're looking at.
I think it would be good, Janal, just to keep the dialogue going on this, because it's a fantastic idea. It's a winning idea, so that means it's a no-brainer. Sonali Othit have the track record of providing fantastic tournaments like this, so the dialogue should keep on going constantly with the teams. So, for example, you have a team. Jamal Bhai starts approaching things. Okay, Biani Bazaar, Gulaf Coin, all these, Dira are still lacking a little bit as well. But the engagement and discussion is there. Once the people, the managers and the management committees come up to you and say, you know what, we can put a decent squad in now. You're ready to roll as soon as that happens. But as long as the dialogue's there and the buzz is around it is there.
If you feel that there are a lot of people who are making sort of noises and perhaps asking you, maybe give it a try once and see how it goes.
The pilot scheme.
Yeah.
The pilot scheme,
Just
stick to 10 teams and just go for it.
Get a bit more feedback and ask people around the
country.
Or you can
and see how they feel. Us and Shranganj, we mix it. Oh,
that's the one thing that a lot of people come against it, because I did propose that, the weak team, let's put 2 teams together. But my committee were very, no, that will take the glaze out of the tournament. When you put 2 Upajilas in one, it's not going to look that good. Jamal, can I ask you to say a few words in regards to Sonali Othit before we end the program, please?
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I think 11-a-side is a proper game, and it needs to be. We're going to consider that.
With
what we're discussing.
Vets don't play 11-a-side too much, or not at all.
That's why. But
that's why we started vets.
Plus, the Upazila had so much success. So like maybe some team going to struggle 11-a-side, but we have to start from somewhere. And we've been thinking about it, especially myself, since the Upazila came up with, and the District Cup for 2-3 years we've been thinking. But
I think
probably
you can do it by reducing the age from 35 to a lower age. Not open age, but a lower age.
I don't think
you can mix it.
I don't think we can
look into it. Or you can cap it, say, for under 35, like that. Something like that.
Combination.
To more
then every team can give it to him.
But that need to be looked into. But I think 35 is our age.
Something to
I have to ask you to stop on this subject. Let's talk about Sonali Othit. Any announcements you want to make? And because we have very few minutes left.
Well, the announcement, the tournament itself, the District Cup on 16th. in Mabley Green. Starts 10 o'clock, as you said, 40 plus, and the 50. 50's
50 plus.
Legends going to be playing as well on the same day. So like to ask all the viewers to come along and support your district teams, 40s or 50s, whatever, both teams will be participating. So please come along and enjoy the occasion. It will be hopefully nice weather to be part of for this district tournament.
The TVL has also started, isn't it?
Yeah. Also the TVL, which is the partnership with the ILFL, Sonali, Othit and ILFL, the Vets League on every Thursday. It's been started from last two weeks, Thursday.
So between 8 and 10.
Yeah, this coming week will be the third. So it's been going on for a number of years now. It's been very successful.
Okay, thank you, Chair.
With the ILFL. Thank you.
Okay, dear viewers, so as you heard the comments and suggestions on the District Cup and the coming years, we might be thinking about bringing up an 11 aside. That all depends on the whole community, what they come up with. But you, this Sunday, 16th of September, be there at 10 a.m. at Mabley Green. See you there. Assalamu alaikum.
Don't miss it.
Oh.
Assalamu.